to Mom Susan Petersen, the hills of California are alive with the sound of laughter.
We suppress and we hold in. All that suppressing and holding in of all that expression is a lot of times the source of our illnesses and diseases and stress. So laughter is a stress buster.
Welcome to Laughter Yoga!
David and I have been formally trained as laughter yoga leaders.
Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha.
It's fake laughing. It can be literally, okay, everyone, do a witch laugh. The gradient laughter. You've just won the lottery. Oh, yes. I have learned to really read people's body language and be able to tune into them.
I love the freak that I am. Do it again! Do it again!
You know, people say we're nuts. And we turn it right back around and we say we are nuts, and we love it.
David and Susan are completely devoted to the happiness of their only son, Victor.
We live in a house where Victor is king.
I don't have to do chores unless I want to.
Can you please take my plate, too?
No, you take your own plate.
His happiness is the top priority in our lives.
Is that blue cheese?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like blue cheese.
My fault. You're right.
Yeah, pour some red. I'm always right. As a 10-year-old, I can go wherever I want and do whatever I want whenever I want. I am the center of attention in this house because I am the only child. There's nobody else. Except for my dog and my cat, which they don't really pay attention to.
In regards to Victor's toys, he has a lot of them. The most important one right now is those dart guns.
Oh, that was horrible.
When my friends come over, they can't touch anything unless they ask me. That's one of my rules.
Bedtime is also centered around Victor.
It's family tickle time! It was a creative way we figured out to wear Victor out so he would get a good night's sleep. Before Victor goes to bed at night, I rub his back and I sit with him until he falls asleep. Want me to work your spine?
It's okay.
David devotes himself to being a friend to his son.
We want our son to be our friend, and I don't want my son to ever be scared.
Oh.
We don't want it to be, go to your room.
The passionate Petersens also dress to express.
Letting Victor have his own choices on clothes he wants to wear plays into my overall value of Victor being a critical thinker.
This is a tiara that my wife made, and this is an earring that my son made.
Sensitive David overflows with emotion and freely expresses himself.
David definitely writes me lots of love poems.
The first one that I'm gonna do is about my wife. This is when she became pregnant. Hormones been taken hostage. She thinks she has the flu. Peeing all the time, tender nipples. What is she to do? Sometimes I do need a good cry to be able to make sure that I'm being truthful to myself. Swallowing the memory that forever stays.
David believes in equality at home and does his share of housework.
There's no male role, female role. All roles are the same.
Being with Victor is so important, Susan works part-time as a massage therapist and David works part-time at a bookstore.
I love having a flexible schedule with massage.
Ah!
We are the happiest
But emotional laughter therapy coach Susan is about to abandon her loving family, giggles, snickers, howls, and snorts to swap lives with a woman she's never met 200 miles away. There's nothing funny about life on the Vaughn farm.
Living here is like living in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you can feel sorry for yourself, or you can just get over it and deal with what you have, the cards that were dealt to you.
You don't have a lot of fun really living out here.
And we live on a dairy farm. We used to live in a city, and now we live in a town that has 50 people. We have 4 children. Ryan is 9, Zachary is 7, Marissa is 6, and Grace is 4.
There's no kids here. My best friend is 30 miles away.
What can I tell them? I mean, there's no choice as to where we live.
I can't play sports because I live too far away.
It